because we are going to be rich. Ah, no. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. Ya Allah. I want like $500 billion in my account. Hey! If you do it for me, my shoulders will be like this. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Ah, my voice is magical, baby. Who else is pumped? I'm so pumped. Like, this year, we're gonna get it, baby. We're ready, we're planning, we're visualizing, we're manifesting. We're not joking, okay? We've had way too many fails, and we don't want that no more. It's time for us to win, and we're gonna do that. Before we do that, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love on my last video. You lot made me so emotional. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the kind comments and the private messages. I felt so loved and so warm inside. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for all the love that you bestow upon me. I love you back, and I appreciate every single one of you. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about why we're here. It's the new year, and of course, we're all pumped. We're all ready to smash our goals. We're manifesting. We're writing down our vision boards. You know, we're creating all kinds of plans and whatnot. And this happens every single year. By March, everyone's gone back to whatever it is that they were doing. But we're not gonna do that, are we? The reason why I wanted to do this was because the last video was significant to a lot of the things that I planned for myself 2 years ago. In that video, I did explain to you that I had plans. So 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I actually had a vision board. I had a proper board that told me what I wanted to do for the next 2 years. My vision board was divided into two. The first part was the first year, and the second part was the second year. And on that board, I had put manifestation, pictures, visions, plans of things that I wanted by the end of that year and the end of the other year. When my niece came in, it kind of just messed everything up. It just threw me off balance. I did not know what to do with myself. I froze and I just started surviving, and that's not Renee. Renee doesn't survive. I live life, and that's who I am. My number one goal every day is to live life to the fullest and just be happy, be kind, be sweet, you know, just enjoy life, just love life. And I found myself surviving every day and just thinking about how I was gonna survive the next day, and I hated that. Now that I'm back to myself, and I pray that I never, ever get to that point again to do another vision board. I want you to do that with me. You don't even have to have a visual board. You just need to know what your plans are, know how you're going to get them, and when you want to get them. Me, for example, I'm gonna have a vision board. In fact, I already did one, and it's a gorgeous board. I have a plan for this year, and I know exactly what I want, when I want it, and how I want it. One thing about vision boards is when you put it down, you start working towards it. So it's the little things. If you want whiter teeth, you're gonna start brushing your teeth twice daily. If you want to lose weight, you're going to start eating healthier. You're going to be more active. If you want more money, you're going to put in more energy into whatever it is that you're doing. If you need to work hard, you do that. If you need to work smart, you do that. Aside from the fact that we have evil eyes, we also have, you know, unforeseen circumstances, things that you don't know that are going to happen. And then we also have life. But you know one thing that we're going to do, we're going to pray to God, with the universe, you know, whatever it is that we believe in, and we're going to ask for grace. Please, Almighty Allah, I am begging you, all of these plans that I have, please, I'm begging you, let them come to pass. Let them come the way that I want. And if they don't come the way that I want, let them come bigger than I want. There are a lot of things that are quite universal that a lot of people like to do in order to reach their goals. So I'm not going to give you the real, the exact goals that I'm trying to reach that are on my vision board, but I'm going to give you an idea. There was a way that I looked 2 years ago, right? I thought that I was big then, but looking back now, I really loved the way that I looked. I think I looked really fit. I was still thick, voluptuous in different places, but I looked the way that I wanted to look. So I printed out a picture of a day that I actually looked a certain way, and I put it on my vision board. Another example is maybe a day that I felt really good. I printed a picture of that, of a day that I felt really good. The one that I printed was me traveling. I had my LV box and my Chanel bag, and I had this all-in-one black outfit, and my hair was laid, and I was looking I just remembered that girl was fearless. She didn't give a fuck what anyone thought of her, and that's what I need to get back to. I don't give a fuck now, but back then I didn't give a fuck at all, and that's the energy I'm trying to gain back. I'm trying to get back to that woman. Another thing is my finances. I wrote out a check and wrote out an amount that I wanted to see in my bank account by the end of the year, and I put that on my vision board as well. One of the things that I really want to do, I want to be more kind to myself, so I put out words of affirmations, things that I would see and would just hype me up, like things like, don't forget who you are, Renee, things like that, so I put all of that on my vision board. I'm not going to tell you about the rest because some of you are witches. I want J Buruku, I want J, yeah. I want us to do a vision board together, or to have a list of things. Write down the date, write down a list of things that you want to achieve before the end of the year. Make sure that those things are attainable, not things that you're not going to be able to get. Like me now, I want $500 million by the end of the year, you get me? Hey God, maybe it's money rituals I want to do, I don't know. But I think it's possible. It's possible. Is it not possible? Is it possible? It's possible. You see, things like that, they're not attainable. So don't be writing shit like that. So write something that can be attainable. What are the things that we need to do to reach our goals, to make sure that we're banging out those goals, and we're looking back at our old selves and we're like, oh my God, you really stepped up. Because listen, this year, we're stepping up. We're looking good. We're smelling good. We're eating good. We're making good money. We're making good friends. All of those things. So number one, be kind to yourself. And that's one thing that I need to learn. I've been horrible to myself for the past 2 years. I'm the hype queen. I'm always hyping myself up. On a day when I feel like shit, I just put something really nice on. I start dancing and I feel good. And it just reminds me of who I am. That listen, Renee, no matter what's happening in this life, as long as God hasn't taken your life, just get up, smile, and just keep being hopeful. These are the things that I need to get back. So I've lately been talking to myself a lot. Sometimes I just look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, Renee, you're such an amazing person. Renee, you can achieve anything. Renee, you can do it. Renee, stop doubting yourself. Renee, remind yourself of who you are. So these are the kind of things that I tell myself. I stop speaking negatively to myself. I don't think that helps me in any way. And also posted it on my vision board, so that whenever I look at my vision board, and sometimes, if I'm feeling a bit down, I can also look at my vision board to remind me we're going to be kinder to ourselves. We're not going to speak negatively to ourselves. We're not going to say terrible things to ourselves. We're not going to say that we're bad luck. We're not going to say that we don't get good things. We're not going to say that we're ugly. We're not going to say that we're this and that. We're not going to do any of that. We're only going to say good things about ourselves. And the people who try to make us feel bad, we are going to get rid of them. And that brings me to my next point. We're going to get rid of bad friends, bad vibes. We need to get rid of them. I have one particular friend who I have been supporting for years, and this person's never supported me, and when they finally did support me, they spoke down on my business, and that made me feel really, really bad. And for that reason, I'm going to cut that person off, because I'm of no value to them, and neither are they to me. So why do I, at my age, at this stage of my life, have to pretend and carry on like everything's okay? Because I know for a fact that if I spoke to that person about how I felt, they're not going to listen to me. They're not going to acknowledge my feelings, so there's no point. That's why we need to get rid of people like that, people that suck the life out of us, people that don't make us feel good, people that every time we give to them, they don't give us even a fraction back. We're not asking them to give us the world, we're asking that they give us something back, but they won't even bother. People who are selfish, people who only think about themselves, those bad vibe friends that only talk bad about you, don't want the best for you, they don't appreciate you, they don't even introduce you to, you know, great opportunities. We don't need those friends around us anymore. Look at ourselves and decide if we want to stay the way we are, or we want to look better than what we already look like. I am myself's #1 fan. Every time I look at myself in the mirror, I turn myself on. I'm not lying. I'm sorry. I know that that's vain and that's probably sick somewhere in the world, in one country or two, but I turn myself on. I feel like I'm just the most gorgeous thing ever. Like, you couldn't tell me otherwise. You could never tell me that. But guess what? I still want to improve myself. I still want to look better than what I already look like. And you know what? Every time I gain weight, I don't feel good. Not just because of the fact that I don't think I look good, because I get really tired as well, and I don't like it. I really want to just be able to just jump up and dance and, you know, walk around without panting all the freaking time. How can I be panting at this age? That's just embarrassing. We're gonna work on our way, we're going to look good, and to do that, we need to eat better, we need to work out if we can. We're going to swim, take up something that, you know, helps us lose weight or makes us sweat. If it's, you know, do it. Last year, I read 0 books. 0. I'm so embarrassed. Seriously, how? And I have so many novels. Listen, novels don't just improve your vocabulary, they also teach you new things. There's so much that I've learned from reading novels, and I'm like, what? And I go on Google and I'm like, wow, that exists? Just try to read. Even if you read 1 book every 3 months, please do that. Or even if you don't read novels, try taking up some sort of reading, maybe a blog, a newsletter, something, anything that just improves your vocabulary. Just do it. Or if you're reading every day on Twitter, then that's not going to help you, because there are all kinds of English on Twitter. So good luck to you on that one. That's another thing that I put on my vision board. I wanted to improve my vocabulary. Hopefully by the end of the year, I would have read at least 10 novels. I'm hoping that I can do that. I want to read at least 1 novel a month. I know that people read 10 novels a month. How do you do it? This one might sound a bit weird to you, but listen. Since I started laying my own bed, every time I wake up in the morning, I lay my bed, right? Literally just dust off my bed, straighten the sheets, straighten my pillowcase, straighten my pillows, put the duvet on the bed, straighten my novels on the bedside, clean my bedside table, just arrange my room. Every time I wake up and I do that, I feel so good. Why did nobody tell me about that? I've had people doing that for me for years, and I thought I was enjoying. That's bullshit. Every time I get up and I do that, I just feel like I respect myself. I feel like I'm such a respectable person. I feel like I'm such a responsible person, and it just sets me up for the day. It just makes me feel so, let's say, like I'm a different breed. I can't explain it. What is this sorcery? How come no one told me? I've been doing it for the past 10 days and I feel amazing. Why did no one tell me? Being organized makes you feel like you got your shit together. I started doing things in my room that I've left neglected for the longest. Things like, you know, where I put my flower vase, where my mirror was placed, where the wall frames are, like just little things that I just left unattended because, you know, it's my room and I come in and no one really sees it and whatnot. But now that I put it together, put this here, and every day I'm cleaning it and I'm arranging it, it makes me feel so great, like I've got my shit together. Now I can visualize a life that is greater than this, because now that I'm in this life and it looks so good, it feels like I can have better than that. That is sorcery. We're going to cut down on our social media. Yeah, I said it. But if you're someone who makes your money solely on social media, then of course go ahead. But if you don't, and you have so many other things that you need to be productive for, then darling, you need to cut down social media, because social media will kill you. Our finances this year is going to be, because we are going to be rich. No. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. I want like $500 billion in my account. Hey, if you do it for me, my shoulders will be like this. Oh God. Anyway, it is well. So, our finances, baby. Do you know why we need to fix our finances? It's lovely to have people to take care of us. It's lovely having people, you know, do things for us, but there's nothing better than having your own shit. You can make decisions for yourself. Of course, no one's gonna buy us a Birkin. Okay, there are people who are gonna buy us Birkins, but no one's going to buy us our Gucci shoes and our Gucci bags. No one's gonna buy our wigs. Okay, there are people who will buy our wigs, but you know what I mean. Like, we need to buy our own shit. We need to take our own money, go out to a restaurant, go out somewhere and just pay. We need our own money. The extras are, yes, who does not love to be babied? Who does not love to be taken care of? Are you mad? Even the people that will call you a shouted, shut up. If you see someone take care of you, you will take it. Close share. But listen, we need to have our own money. You need to do your own shit. Like, you just need to have, you know, the freedom to just do these things because you can, because you need to. You don't need to wait on anybody. You don't need someone saying, oh, give me till this amount of time. There's so much shit that our minds just tell us that we need to do right now, and we need to do it. If we're working, we're gonna just put our head down and make sure that we get our shit done. If we're doing business, we're going to do everything that we can, and that means showing up every single day for your business. If you want your business to work, you have to work hard and work smart. Let me say that again. If you want your business to work, you have to work hard and work smart. Emphasis on the smart, right? If you want it, you have to get up every single day and get it. Because those finances, they're the bedrock, they're the foundation of everything. It is what we need that's going to help us live that bougie life that we want. And that takes me to my next point. We are going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to meet people who are like-minded like us, who love to have fun, who love to travel, who love to look good, who love to wear beautiful clothes and dress amazingly and do their hair and do their nails and do makeup and, you know, whatever it is that you like. I'm listing the shit that I like. We're going to meet people that you know, we enjoy being around, we love talking to, we love having fun with, we have drinks with, we go clubbing with, we read with, we like just share life stories with. Those people, we're going to have fun, we're just going to live life, we're not going to exist, we're not going to survive, we're not going into survival mode, we are going to live life. All of these things are how we are going to reach our goals. Every single day when you show up for yourself and you tell yourself that, listen, I know what my goals are. I've told myself that my goals are going to be achieved before January 2024. So that means that I need to start now. Whatever it is that I need to do every single day, I am going to get up and do that. So let's do this. I've done my vision board. If you don't want to do one, just write down a list. Write down a list of things that you need to do. There is nothing that you cannot do. Listen, every single person who's achieved something, they took a risk. And yes, they might have been at the right place at the right time, but that could be you too. Who said that it couldn't be you? There's nothing that I've achieved today that I did not get from just getting up and just getting something done. I got up every single day. I was consistent, and then I got it. But what's important is that this is January. We are at January 4th now, which means that we're still at the beginning. So we're going to lose weight or gain weight. We're going to look good. We're going to make good friends. We're going to cut off friends that aren't for us. We're going to look for amazing partners. All of these things we are going to do. Last but not least thing that I need to do for myself, I don't know about you, but I'm going to do for myself, right? Is to make sure that I look good wherever I go. There's no way you have not seen me in the last 2 years. I've been like, what the fuck? Especially during the day. As soon as I started doing school runs, like taking her to school in the morning, bringing her back in the afternoon, I started dressing like a mad woman. In the beginning, I was dressing amazing, and like all the other mothers would be looking at me like, now wow, this mother is a different mother. I did not know that I was gonna be one of them. I started leaving the house at 6:30 because she needs to get to school by 7. Who's got time for that? I ain't even up properly. So like I'm wearing my boo-boo, and sometimes even when I'm going to Ebano, like to the supermarket, I'll just wear like, just one random dress and slippers, and those are the times when people see me. They see me and they're like, hi Renee, and I'm like, hi Renee. It's so annoying. So that's one thing that I want to do for myself, because every time when I look good, I feel so good. I just love looking good. And that's the thing. Whenever you start to make that effort to look good on the outside, it starts to show on the inside too. And when you do things for yourself on the inside, when you start loving yourself on the inside and you're kind to yourself and you start to feel good about yourself on the inside, it comes out on the outside as well. So whatever you're doing, just look good. It's just the way of life. It's the way we're built. It's just psychology. That's how it works. And that's why your environment as well matters. That's why wherever it is that you wake up and sleep every day, wherever it is that you go to every day, your office, even if you're in a small cubicle area, just put little things that make you happy, just makes you warm your heart. It's just going to help you mentally. Lastly, we are going to work on our mental health. We're going to do everything that we can to stay happy. Whenever we're sad, we're going to pick ourselves up. If we can't fix the problem, then that's a different thing. We just pray to God and pray to the universe that things working out. But if it's something that we can fix, we're going to get up and we get it done, because we don't have any time to waste. Life is only one. We only have one opportunity at life, and this particular life that we're at, we need to make the most of it, because when we're gone, that's it. So we are going to make the most of this year, okay? Let me know if you are joining me on this journey, because by December this year, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about our goals, and we are and would have smashed them. Next time we have this conversation, we're going to be speaking about our progress and how it's going and if it's happening and whatnot and what we need to do. Okay? Have a lovely day, my darlings, and thank you so much for watching.